In order for music to really be appreciated, a person needs to experience music as a creator of music, as a performer of music, and as a listener of music. Now, how deeply set you are as each of those is, that's very dependent on the person. Someone who's moderately tone deaf and rhythmically challenged is probably not going to be a great performer. But if they enjoy music, they're still probably going to find themselves at least singing along with their car radio. As a musical creator, well, there's a few places you can go with that. They're talking about writing music, analyzing music, making music very complicated, or are you talking about just learning some songs by somebody and playing them over and over again, or making stuff up as you go just because you enjoy it? That's all elements of creating music. And listening to music, well, that's pretty self-explanatory. Hopefully, whether you're writing it or performing it, you are listening as well. And hopefully you're listening to music in general if you're in this class, or else this is a pretty silly class for you to be in. Now, when we perform music, sometimes people think you always play exactly what's on a written page, or you play strictly by ear and never the two shall meet. And that's not really how it works. There are a lot of people who cannot read music who still play music because their ears are good, and the ear is a major contributor to any musical performer. But it should be understood, when you play written music, the music you're reading is called the score. That is the actual song, just like the text is a part of a book. The score is your actual notes you are playing to make up a song. If you play things exactly as they are written, they generally become pretty boring. If we play, it's a summer class, right? We'll do Jingle Bells just because it's so untimely. If you play, that's pretty boring. But that's what's written on the paper. It's up to the performer to add a little bit when it's expected, like in a song like that, so that you aren't playing jingle bells, jingle all the way. That's boring. I don't know if we can. I played just what's on the page, but changed the rhythm slightly to give it the feeling as though I was improvising or making it up, being a little creative with it, adding a little of myself to it. And actually, as I'm writing this, there's snow outside my window, or as I'm recording this, because it's April 8th. And it is snowing like a son of a gun today, so puts you in a nice Jingle Bells sort of mood. Haha. Alright, anyway. That was a both improvised and notated musical moment there. Sometimes you can be spontaneous like I just was, or you could be very deliberate like we were earlier with Jingle Bells. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. That's pretty lame. But in certain classical pieces, that is what is expected. Do what is written on the page, and the composer makes things clear enough that they should express emotion, but the composer's emotion, not the performer's emotion.